SmackDown was intentionally an amazing show. Next week is, the Road to Bad Blood, and then we have Raw and SmackDown, and all that stuff, and then we have Bad Blood next week. So this is the last official, I'd say, Raw and SmackDown week. We already reviewed Raw, though. Now we're going to review SmackDown. Let's get into it right now. Starting off with Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes inside in the ring, in the side of the ring, right? And they're saying, Cody's like, I'm not the one to, team with Roman Reigns, but would you rather be a coward or a failure? And then they had OTC chants, and then he's like, Randy, I know I should team with you, but every time, you guys just didn't get the job done. You guys let me down. But, I want to earn the respect back. And then, Randy shakes his hand, and then Randy's like, remember, Cody, this is your problem now. And Kevin Owens' music hits. People go insanely. The pop was insane for Kevin Owens, and his music hit. But, yeah. Then we had the Bloodline come out, and right after, so it was like, Cody, you and your bloodline. And he's like, Cody, you and Kevin and Randy, we sometimes can't beat you guys, but sometimes you guys can't beat us. But before that, he's like, I'm going to cause some trouble here. But Oakland City, acknowledge me. And then you pull up the ones, like so, like this. And then nothing. They would just boo the heck out of him. And then they're like, what chance? And then he's like, up. Oakland. And then, as promised, he said, sometimes, Cody, you and your team can't beat us, but sometimes we can't beat you guys, but sometimes you and your team, Cody, can't beat us. And then Kevin Owens was like, you know what? We're going to have a match. We're going to have a 6-man tag team match tonight. And then, Cody's like, no, that's too much. Like, we can't be doing that. And then, Kevin Owens like, fine, it would be me and Randy versus Solo and Jacob Fatu tonight. And that is the main event of that the SmackDown. So we'll get into that later on. But, yeah, then we had Bayley versus Naomi, which the winner faces Nia Jax at Bad Blood for her women's championship. And Bayley versus Naomi, Naomi, hit a rear view on Bayley, which it didn't work. And then, because Bayley kicked out, and then, Bayley, got, bulldogged in the corner, and then, Naomi jumped off the top, Bayley dodged it, and then, Bayley hit an elbow drop to Naomi in the match, but she kicked out, and then, Bayley hit and then, Naomi, she jumped off the top rope, didn't get it, she almost got some flip powerbomb in the corner, but then Bayley kind of botched that, but it was fine, can't really be wrong about botching stuff in WWE. I mean, it's normal. What happens in this era, the Paul Levesque era, Triple H era, whatever you guys want to call it these days. But Bayley doesn't, since the powerbomb herself in the corner. And then, there's this part where Naomi, pinned Bayley, and then, she rolled that, and then she tried to do a suplex, and then Bayley, lifted her up and, slammed Naomi, which was insane. Then, in the match, Bayley hit a Bayley to belly to Naomi to pick up the victory. 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Bayley. And she is going to be fighting Nia Jax for the Women's Championship at Bad Blood in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's Bayley versus Nia Jax. Because last time Bayley and Nia Jax even went one-on-one was at SummerSlam. And at that time, Bayley was the champion. It wasn't Nia Jax. It was Bayley who was the champion. Now Nia Jax is the champion and Bayley is not the champion. So, the question is, will Bayley beat Nia Jax at Bad Blood? Will she regain her championship that she never lost? I don't know. We have to wait and see at Bad Blood because we're watching it. And then we had, this little, I guess I would say, promo by Telscreen, I guess you would say it was a promo. But she basically, she's like, I'd rather have a normal smoothie for my matches, but, this match is different. And, she did this on, the wooden thing. It was, one of these wooden things, like this thing. But it was, different. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then she, kicked the trash can, I guess, stubbed her toe a bit. And then, which was bad. And then she, picked up the trash and tried to put it over her shoulders, which didn't work. But, nothing never works in that standard. She's like, ew, it's disgusting. She takes her gloves off. She's like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, okay? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But, yeah, that was that. Then we move on to, I would say the best match between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes is this match right here. Their lastest match right here. I have never seen a match so fun and so technical between these people. And Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. So, Carmelo Hayes, gets, body slammed while Andrade was between the ropes. He, picked up Carmelo Hayes and body slammed him, or power slammed him on the apron, which was insane. And then, Carmelo Hayes, countered. He did the springboard and then, went, flying back into this, DDT right to Andrade, which then Andrade kicked out. Andrade tried to do a finishing move. He didn't get to do it because Carmelo Hayes, did that, flipping, bulldog, whatever it was called, and then he got him on the top. But then, as Andrade was trying to do his finish on the top to Carmelo Hayes, reversed that into, a twisting cutter off the top rope. They're flying. Twisting cutter off the top rope to Andrade. And I thought that was it. I thought that was oh my god, he just literally just twisting cuttered him off the top rope. Andrade's done. He should be done. Nope. Andrade kicks out for LA Knight, your United States champion, to come out and literally get distracted by Andrade for Carmelo Hayes to roll up Andrade to pick up the victory. 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Carmelo Hayes. So, yeah. Then we had Michin versus Piper Niven And, next week on SmackDown for sure. I thought it was going to be this week. They were going to do Chelsea Green versus Michin in a trash match, but I guess it wasn't. I guess it's going to be next week. It's going to be Michin versus Chelsea Green in the trash match. But, Piper Niven, she does some crazy things. She's Piper Niven, She did a cannonball, Michin, did that, roll up, like, Piper Niven, kicked out because she couldn't really do it. And then, Piper Niven did a cannonball in the corner to Michin. She did just going to do that splash, then Michin moved out of the way. And then, Piper Niven, got Michin into the barricade because Chelsea Green, set a trash can by that barricade. And then Piper Niven, cannonballed herself into the trash can. Made a huge dent into the trash can. Then literally, Chelsea Green is arguing with the ref. And she shouldn't have done that because then she got big booted off the apron and in the outside by Michin. And then to win the match, Michin hits the eat defeat on the ropes to Piper Niven to pick up the victory. 1, 2, 3, and your winner is Michin. Then we have, this argument between Andrade and L.A. Knight. Yeah. And he was like, you want a handshake? You want a handshake? Is this what you want? Respect? Is this what you want? Respect, huh? Is this what you want? And Andrade's like, yeah, no, whatever he was saying. And, basically, security broke them up, and Nicholas like, hey, you knocked that off, Andrade. You're not doing that. And then, then he tries to talk to Ellen, and he's like, you want a handshake? Here, you can have it right now. And, all that stuff like that. But, yeah, that's basically it for that in particularly. So, yeah. But yeah, it was an amazing kind of are they gonna fight Carmelo Hayes, put the fries in the bag last week to Andrade. I thought they were gonna have that kind of, fight. But they didn't have that kind of fight, so it was fine. It was okay. But could have been better. But yeah, that's basically it for that, particularly. And then we had this, backstage 40-second promo by Carmelo Hayes. He's like, I'm gonna get, so that's gonna be me tomorrow getting that USA Championship. That's gonna be me tomorrow. And that's all he said. He's like, I just see a win as a win. Next week, I'm going to get that USA Championship because that's going to be me tomorrow. So, yeah. And then we have the biggest, shockingest news ever for Bad Blood. We have Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, right? And they're saying that, that they're going to be hosting Bad Blood. But, they say it in, a weird manner kind of way, They say it Atlanta's going to be the biggest party, Bad Blood, all that. Sort of superstars can finish what they started inside of the ring. And, there could be some few surprises in there. That's why we are going to be hosting Bad Blood. all that stuff. So, I was shocked. No, I'm not shocked right now, but I was shocked when they said that Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair are going to be hosting at Bad Blood in Atlanta, so that's going to be interesting. So, more the merrier. I think it's going to be really fun that Jade and Bianca are going to be hosting Bad Blood. I think it's going to be a show that's going to be remembered. A show that's going to be remembered for what matches it has on the show already. But just the matches that are going to play out, and like the matches that are going to happen, and the matches just wait and see. It might be one of the most best shows of the year. And I'm saying this through my standpoint of things. So, yeah. I think it's going to be a really good show, entertaining show, a fun show that is going to be remembered for years to come, like Bash in Berlin was. I still remember that show like it was yesterday, which says a lot. It says a lot to people, I fondly don't remember the show. I still remember the show. From finish to end. All the way. So this show, Bad Blood, is going to be amazing. But yeah, off the sidetrack, we have Mia Chin, saying that, Chelsea Green, she's talking like this, blah, 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 whatever. But I'm gonna be the one to say, Chelsea Green, I'm the wrong woman to mess with. Chelsea Green, you picked the wrong woman to mess with, and you're gonna know that next week. Or something like that. But yeah. It's like, Chelsea Green, you picked the wrong woman to mess with, because next Chelsea Green, you're gonna know, because you picked the wrong woman to mess with. That's all I got from it. She said some more things about Chelsea Green, like how she's gonna put her in the trash and stuff like that. And she's like, you don't know me, you don't know what kind of human being I am in these kind of matches. And Chelsea Green, next week you're gonna know that I am the wrong woman to mess with. And he's like, next week you're gonna know that you picked the wrong woman to mess with. All that stuff, so. Yeah. And then, now, let's get into our main event between Solo Sikoa we're just gonna post Samoa Joe and Jacob Fatu. Okay. Versus Randy Orton. And Kevin Owens. This match, we're going to separate these two. This match was one of the amazingest matches in SmackDown history. We had Solo Sikoa, come in, come out, do the entrances, and all that. And, Randy Orton, slammed Jacob 5-2 and on the announce desk, and he got up, and then he slammed him like 3 other times on the announce desk. And then Randy Orton slammed Solo Sikoa on the announce desk like 3 times. And then Kevin Owens got like Samoan dropped on the announce desk by Jacob 5-2, which then led into Jacob Fatu and led to Kevin Owens, trying to do a swanton, but then, Solo got his knees up, and then to the back of Kevin Owens, but then, Kevin Owens, tagging Randy Orton, he clotheslined Solo, he did that vintage DDT to Solo, tried to do an RKO, didn't work in the match. Kevin Owens, got tagged back in, and, hold on, let me turn Solo like this so you guys can see him better. But yeah, and, if basically this match was grandiose. But yeah, then, Tonga Loa get involved. Kevin Owens, just got tagged back in, and you try to punch them all both, but no, doesn't work. Cody Rhodes then comes into the fray. I'm just going to use this Cody Rhodes for example. Cody Rhodes then comes into the fray. He comes into this fray and literally hits Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa out of existence. Like literally gets Tonga Loa into the barricade, gets gets Tama Tonga in the barricade, DT's Tonga Loa on the outside for Tama Tonga, to attack him again, punch Cody, and then, Cody, kind of punches his way out of there, because he gets Tama Tonga in the ring for Randy Orton to hit an RKO on Tama Tonga, and then for Cody to get shoved into the ref by Tonga Loa as he's getting up. And then after the match, Kevin Owens, hits a stunner right on to Solo. It's a stunner to Solo, right? Thought that was it. No, Jacob 5-2 comes in. Cody's attacked. He's down. He's down like this, face plant first. You can't really do anything about it. But, the winner was Jacob Fatu, because then after Kevin Owens stunned Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu super kicks Kevin Owens not once, but twice while Kevin Owens was on his knees. And then the pick up the victory was Solo Sikoa. He crawls to Kevin Owens, puts his arm over Kevin Owens. The ref's crawling, and it's a slow count. 1, 2, 3. And your winners are Jacob Fatu. Get out of here. No, Solo Samoan drop him. He just got wrecked. Solo get Kevin Owens. He is spinning Solo to Kevin Owens in the match, so let's do that right now. Spinning Solo. Now Solo's headpiece. Oh my gosh. No, Jacob Fatu did a suicide dive in the match too. It was an amazing match. I mean, there was this moment in the match where literally, Solo did a Umaga to Kevin Owens in the corner, and then Jacob Fatu got Solo's hand, and he literally did a Umaga in the corner, and then Jacob Fatu did it to Kevin Owens, and then Jacob Fatu did an Umaga in the corner to Kevin Owens. But yeah, to win the match, let's call it, crawls up, pin, ref slowly crawls in, pins 1, 2, 3. And your winners are the Bloodline. So let's, oh my God, Randy Orton in an RKO, no, Solo, Spike. Oh, to Randy, Spike. Jacob Fatu now. Oh my God. Oh, suicide dive. God almighty. Now Solo now is gonna walk off. Yeah. That's guys WWE SmackDown of September 29th, 2024. And yeah, that's it. Oh, they're down there. They're fine. Jacob, aka Jacob 2, aka Samoa Joe can't keep up. So, But yeah, what do you guys think of this SmackDown review? And I'll see you guys next week for next Raw and SmackDown reviews. And I'll see you guys in the next one. What do we say when we say, hold on, let me get the championship. Because he is still Intercontinental Champion. Yeets, baby.